Ladies and gentlemen, TYT Sports NFL free agency is here, so it is time to look at the worst free agent signings in NFL history. Jeff Garcia is next on the list with the 49ers. He went to 3 straight Pro Bowls in Honolulu, yet he signed with the Cleveland Browns in 2004. The deal was for 4 years, $25 million, when he was 34 years old. He was released after 10 games, signed with Detroit the following year, took the Bucs and Eagles to the playoffs after his Cleveland days. The Browns said that they wanted to go to the playoffs and had to fill a void in their team with leadership. Well, if you think about it, the quarterbacks that have been with the Browns since they returned to the NFL have been abysmal. So you got to think this. Is it Jeff Garcia or is it the guys around him? Look at yourself, Cleveland. The Jacksonville Jaguars had 11 wins in 2007 and wanted to get over that hump in the playoffs in 2008. Thus, they signed Jerry Porter, which turned out to be a humongous bust in free agency. He signed for 6 years, $30.4 million, was guaranteed $10 million. He started the season on the physically unable to perform list following hamstring surgery and ended the year on IR with a groin injury. So what did they pay for with Jerry Porter? Well, the team went 5-11. He played 1 year and tallied up, 1 touchdown. There could easily be a list of the worst signings in Raiders history under Al Davis, but unfortunately, we don't have time for that. So one of the guys that he signed that turned out to be a humongous bust as well is Javon Walker. In 2008, he signed with the Raiders for 6 years, $55 million with $16 million guaranteed. In 2 years, he played 7 games, caught 15 balls, 196 yards total, tallied up 1 touchdown, and went on IR. In 2008, he suffered a concussion, and during that year, he was actually beaten and robbed. A tough go for Javon Walker, not just on the field, but off it as well. Let's keep with the black and silver for just a moment. Larry Brown in 1996 signed with the Oakland Raiders after his spectacular Super Bowl play when he tallied up 2 interceptions against Neil O'Donnell and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was actually the MVP of that Super Bowl. He signed for 5 years, $12.5 million with $3.5 million guaranteed. At the time was huge money, changing of the guard in free agency. And in his 2 years, he started 1 game, put up 1 interception in 12 games total. He was also suspended for 4 weeks at one time, repeatedly burned by wide receivers, and well, so Al Davis-like, he then decided to sign the following season Desmond Howard, who was Super Bowl MVP of that game as well. If there's any owner that is repeatedly hated on TYT Sports, mainly because of Ben, because he's from DC, it's Dan Snyder. This one comes obviously from the Redskins. It's Adam Archuleta. In 2006, he signed with the Skins, 7 years, $35 million. At the time, he was the highest paid safety. In his tenure with Washington, 0 interceptions, 1 sack. He played 1 year, was actually benched throughout most of that season, and then was traded to the Bears for a 6th-round pick. Huge bust. Primetime was brought into Washington when Deion Sanders signed with the Redskins in 2000. 7 years, $56 million was the deal when Deion was 33 years old. He played 1 year, retired, then came back with Baltimore. And the deal also meant that Brian Mitchell, a fan favorite in Washington, was gone. He was a poor teammate. What occurred in the locker room was suspicious and odd to many. And actually, 1 day prior to retiring, before he came back with Baltimore, he was actually with a minor league affiliate trying to get back into baseball. Former Buckeye David Boston, who we all thought was going to be a fantastic receiver in this league, signed with the Chargers in 2003 when he was released by the Arizona Cardinals. San Diego signed him for 7 years, $47 million, $12 million guaranteed. In his first year, not bad, 70 catches, 7 touchdowns. Then he was traded to Miami because he fought with coaches, fought with a strength coach to be exact, drug use, dropped passes, snoozed in team meetings, and was injured. An incredibly talented player, a big physical receiver, but unfortunately used performance-enhancing drugs in Miami and then just fell off the face of the earth. The number one worst signing on everyone's board when you're discussing the worst free agent signings of all time has to be Albert Haynesworth. Another Dan Snyder signing in the offseason. What else is new? 7 years, $100 million, $41 million of it was guaranteed in 2009. He failed fitness tests, played 20 games, was gone at the end of the 2010 season when he tallied up 6.5 sacks. In 2010, 16 tackles, 2.5 sacks, that's $100 million for you. Spent most of his money on boats and settlements, was a lazy ass in practice, fined multiple times for dirty play, complained about his place in the 3-4 defense, didn't participate in offseason workouts, and I'm pretty sure after his days with the Patriots was blacklisted by every team in the NFL. Albert Haynesworth, by far the worst free agent signing of all time in the NFL. So what do you guys think about this list? Who do we leave out? What do you think is the worst signing? Do you agree with me that it's Albert Haynesworth? Hard not to. Leave a thought in the comments section below, share with your friends, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to TYT Sports.